out on the field for Dragonstar. So let's see what Mr. Yo has to do against this. He needs to notice this. These are close. That's a big shot. That's a very, very big shot. And he did the delete as well. So we got, I think we're back on Arabia. We're back on Arabia. And yeah, we have the Dragonstar versus Mr. Yo. So two very, very strong players. Obviously, Mr. Yo, for my money, the best player in the game at the moment. After his recent performance in Master of Socotra, just seems to be ridiculously strong, going from strength to strength. Against Dragonstar, who is a rising star in the game, and we just saw him play a match where he outskilled his opponent and was just dominant basically from start to finish. But he's up against a whole other kettle of fish now with Mr. Yo, so we're going to see how he manages, if he makes any mistakes. Yeah, I think if he plays as clean as he possibly can, he can put it up to anyone, honestly. It's just these small little decisions throughout the game which seem to be costing him. The I should download the coffin dance background music, yeah. For sure. For sure. Okay, we have Mr. Yo as the Britons, so obviously the best archer civ in the game. I personally prefer the Ethiopians, but Britons, you know, it's fine. To each their own. Ethiopians much more stylish. As we see Yo just scouting around the front here, waiting for this villager to finish building this house and waiting for it maybe to build a barracks. Meanwhile, sorry, Dragonstar is playing as the Slavs, which they have good siege, right? They should be doing okay against the Britons, but Britons are just, if not S tier, they're definitely A tier here. And especially with Mr. Yo playing, Dragonstar is going to have his work cut out to get a victory with the Slavs. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's talk about their maps. No crazy shenanigans from anyone so far, actually. Mr. Yo getting a barracks up. He's getting this up a bit early, so this might be a drush. Looking at the amount of villagers he has, he just has 16 villagers, so maybe we'll look to get some militia out early. Yes, indeed, he's going for a drush. So probably be drush fast castle, which is kind of standard for archer civs on Arabia, wanting to get their power spike with the crossbow in early castle age. If he gets there before his opponent, it can be curtains, especially if his opponent is not walled. And Dragonstar not really known for walling too much. But anyway, see Dragonstar bringing in his boar, no mistakes, gets the kill underneath the TC, so good stuff from him. Mr. Yo just scouting away, still hasn't scouted any barracks. There is a barracks now coming up for Dragonstar, but that's just going to be for men-at-arms. The timing is a bit strange here. He hasn't clicked up. He has two villagers queued behind this, so this barracks is early. So maybe realizing he's going to have to defend. Did he scout this? No, he didn't. He hasn't scouted the barracks, so yeah, a bit sloppy from him. We'll want to scout around the front of the base. We see him doing better scouting against worse opponents. I don't know, maybe he's nervous or something playing Mr. Yo. Which is, you know, it's fair. It's fair to be nervous in that situation. But yeah, we've seen him actually going all in against people who he perceives as more skillful, right? The higher elo players. When I think he shouldn't do that. I think he should back himself more, honestly. The Viper still, I don't know. Viper got wrecked in... The Viper got wrecked in a few recent tournaments in Aoe2. I mean, like in this year and looking at all he's won, yeah, like if you're like in Nilly's, Nilly did like his top 10 players. And Viper was ahead. Yeah, he won Red Bull Wall though, but I mean, like if they were to play each other now, I think Yo would have him by a long way, honestly. But yeah, the last year, yeah, Viper, for sure, is the GOAT of the year and the GOAT in general, I suppose. Okay, Yo coming out to take wood out here, and he's going to back this up. He's not up yet, so he's just going to get wood to build extra archery ranges, of course. He's getting some pressure on this mill, but it's just going to force some idle time on food here. As we see, yeah, more militia being made by the Dragonstar. We'll look to get these out and maybe click... No, I don't like this, actually. I think this is bad timing for him. He's going to be sending men-at-arms directly into archers at some stage. He'll need to get them out quick, right? He should already be sending them out across the map. Okay, good play by him. There will be a small window, maybe, if he can get into... Also, Leary very strong, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yo just seems... For me... Yeah, Socotra's a different kettle of fish, that's for sure. But, we can debate it. It's debatable, let's say. I would like to see another hidden cup, honestly. That would really decide it for me, again. See where the players are really at, with a nice mix of maps. But I think T90 said there isn't going to be another hidden cup for a while. He said he wants to wait until like there's more hunger from the pros, which is it's fair. It's a lot of investment to make a tournament. Okay, as we see the militia coming out now, they're going to be made men-at-arms, and as we see an archer range coming out here for Mr. Yo. So just getting the positioning over here where he's going to maybe take damage, which is nice. think some people might still commit to making their archery range on the front, but he's actually going to make it so when his archers come out, they're going to be in position to defend. He's defending well anyway without the archers. He's just walling up behind, and it's going to be completely fine here. Dragonstar has cancelled the men-at-arms, which is a good shout. He missed his window and realized it and then cancelled the upgrade. So great play by him. Just getting more efficient. Yeah, just being more efficient. Realized he's not going to get anything and should probably run away. Maybe he wants to get his own archers out. Yeah. As we see, oh, he walled in Mr. Eo's Drush here. That's amazing. And now he's going to take it out with the archers. That's stylish. That's stylish right there. So Dragonstar, I'm going to give him a 1-0 at the top. There you go. For style. This is the style scoreboard I've just decided. It's not based on who's winning. Right. So he's winning in style. Right. As we see, Mr. Yo going to deal with this Drush a little bit there. We missed all that beautiful action down here. But great play by Dragonstar. Villagers idle here for Mr. Yo. So maybe feeling a bit shaken by Dragonstar's ability here. Like, that's a big move there. That's a big flex to be able to do that to Mr. Yo. So let's see how this goes. Dragonstar with his Drush still alive, even though there's archers here. We'll look to keep these alive until skirmishers come out on the field, and this should eventually become about skirmishers. It's going to be archer versus archer for now, but then someone will start making skirmishers, then the other guy will start making skirmishers, and then these militia will come back into play for tanking shots against skirmishers for sure. So good job by Dragonstar. As we see the scouts fighting, who's going to win this one? Is it downhill slightly here? Oh, okay, Yo has to run away as the militia come in. I'm not sure who would have won that anyway. Dragonstar greater than Viper confirmed. Yeah, exactly. There should be a show match. I think it would be close, honestly. I think it would be close. No, it probably wouldn't be close. I don't know. I'd watch that. Okay, archer versus archer here on the front. Yeah, as we see skirmishers coming in for Dragonstar. Fletching just coming in now for Yo, so maybe a little bit late there. Maybe Dragonstar missing an opportunity to take better trades. No one getting the armor upgrade, but Mr. Yo is going to have the faster producing archery ranges, so he should be able to get defense out earlier. Villagers not going to go down here. Good defense by Mr. Yo, just running around with his archers, losing some archers, but needs to make some skirmishers of his own, and he's not doing it. Mr. Yo just committing into archers. There's going to be skirmishers around soon. Dragonstar doing a good job keeping his archers alive until the skirmishers arrive, and we see the skirmishers arriving now. And yeah, this is going to be bad for Yo. It's going to be really bad. He's getting caught out here. And Dragonstar going for the armor as well, which is going to give him an extra little leg up here. Wants to be targeting the villagers. Good play here. Over here, yeah, Mr. Yo forced to delete stuff. What the hell is going on here? Dragonstar playing out of his skin. Gets a kill. Oh my god. Okay. Eco K. Oh, as I just ruined it. Eco KD 1-0. So yeah, Dragonstar just microing like an absolute god here downhill. What is this? Get another kill. Beautiful. That's amazing. Okay, great play by him. Skirmishers over here. Doesn't need to go into the TC. Maybe taking some unnecessary damage here. Mr. Yo deleting his walls. Okay, makes sense. It's ranged units out on the field. Coming here back in defense. Yeah, Mr. Yo wants to go on a counterattack, but he just can't because Dragonstar just brings so much pressure to his base. Now, Dragonstar needs to calm down a bit. We've seen him get into these situations. We saw him against Daniel, where he did a lot of early damage and then just seemed to kind of lose the plot a bit and not fall apart, but didn't focus on his eco enough. Doing a good job now, maybe just taking a break, going back to a good position to take fights from, not throwing away, trying to race into trying to get villager kills. Yeah, this is vulnerable. Sit on this hill and take trades here. Take Mr. Yo off this resource, but maybe don't go any further. I don't think you go back to this gold again. Yeah, good play. Great play here. Mr. Yo not going to force him back. And yeah, very nice play. As we see Mr. Yo coming in for a counterattack. That's good play by him. You don't need to sit at home with your archers. You defend with your skirmishers and attack with your archers. So good play by Mr. Yo there. But great positioning by Dragonstar, knowing that he's vulnerable to counterattack and just put skirmishers on this hill. I am impressed. I am very impressed by this. This is amazing. This is a great match. Just early game is just nuts. Okay, as we see Dragonstar pushing away Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo doesn't have... Oh, he does have the second armor, so he had to match the second armor of his opponent. And who's doing better in eco? Idle TC time identical for both players. Pretty low. Well, actually, no. 16 seconds. I'd expect these guys to be a little bit lower, but whatever. They're both under a lot of pressure, doing a lot of micro. As we see, yeah. Dragonstar going to dive in here. No weak fills out here. Meanwhile, back in the middle here, Mr. Yo completely loses his army. And maybe if you're Dragonstar, you send forward some guys here. Yeah, nice. So realizes he's safe now at home, so can send his army forward. Mr. Yo with some quick walls. Has the market out there, but isn't that close to clicking up. Has 20 on food, so actually is pretty close. Can maybe click up in a minute and a half. But it's all skirmishers here. But they're at the back of Mr. Yo's base. So Dragonstar luring them away and now coming forward here. There are skirmishers here in defense, so Dragonstar needs to watch this. He needs to get his army together and then take fights. Micro the archers around maybe if he wants to annoy here. And then just trade with his skirmishers. So crazy play by him. This is absolutely nuts. This is a great game. Wow. Okay, and we're just in feudal age. Okay, Dragonstar behind this, a little bit worse off than Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo just a master at getting up faster than his opponent somehow. He has committed less into... I was going to say he's committed less into archers, but he's made surely as much skirmishers. And has maybe just done a better job keeping them alive. We know how deadly, well T90 knows anyway, how deadly Mr. Yo is with skirmishers. But let's see how this goes. Dragonstar coming in with his archers here, just so good. Like, fighting with the skirmishers and then just attacking with the archers against the villagers. So great play, great micro there by Dragonstar. But you just feel that Mr. Yo is going to click up. Mr. Yo has just clicked up to the castle age and he's going to be ahead. One knight will push all of this back, right? So great play there by Mr. Yo. Dragonstar not far behind though, so he's been further behind in this position. We've seen him. But just one villager kill, but great play. As the scouts come in from Dragonstar. Okay, that's why he was behind. He went into scouts. I didn't see that at the top. So scouts now out on the field, and this should clear up all of the skirms. And Mr. Yo, how is he going to deal with this? He needs to get big walls up. He needs to wall here. He needs to wall out here to protect from the range, but the range can go around. 2 archers on the outside here would be amazing. Mr. Yo, yeah, walling up, forcing everything in towards the TC stone wall. So great defense by Mr. Yo. Is exposed out here. There are skirmishers out here, but it's going to melt to the scouts. And yeah, Dragonstar already on the way up to the castle age, but this is crazy. Dragonstar can do a ton of damage here. Mr. Yo doesn't even have a stable up. Is he going to try and get one up? No, he's doubled down on his archer ranges. Maybe going to get some spears out. No, he's not. He's going to go for archers. Yeah, spear's not going to do the job here when there's this many skirmishers out on the field. As we see the scouts come in against the... Okay, it's going to have to be good micro here. Bad micro from Mr. Yo diving in there. Just a 1-for-1 trade there. Dragonstar maybe wants to get in within the minimum distance. Okay, maybe this is too much for Dragonstar now. He's lost his scouts. And yeah, I don't think he can trade so well here. Will want to whittle down the numbers here for Mr. Yo as we see bloodlines coming in for Dragonstar and scale barding armor. So he's going to go directly into knights here. This is crazy. Okay, can still take good trades here. Is there weak builds? No, not really. Can still take good trades here as we see a stable coming up for the Britain player. Mr. Yo, and he's going to go for some knights to help clear this up as he looks to upgrade his crossbow at the same time. Obviously his knights won't have any upgrades, but should still be doing fine here. Mr. Yo doing the right decision, not going to take any fights here. Doesn't need to. The knight will deal with this. So he's going to push out across the field now and try and take some good trades. Dragonstar sending some archers out, which I'm not honestly convinced that that's the best decision. We'll see how much damage Mr. Yo can get with these archers. He has 6 of them. They don't yet have Bodkin arrow, so we'll look to get that to do more damage to villagers. But there is a little window here where he can be really brutal here. But he's walking out, yeah, all the way out here. He knows where his opponent's base is, so leading them out here so the knight can get them. I don't know. As you see, Dragonstar hit Castle Age, and he's over here with archers being annoying, but these will go down to the crossbow. Dragonstar now committing into knight production. Is getting foraging first instead of the second archer armor, which I'm not convinced about really. I think we should be prioritizing the second armor there. As his knight will now come out, and maybe he'll save a few skirmishers and end up taking these guys down. The last thing he wants to do is have these fucking crossbows for Mr. Yo wandering around outside the base, or just around the back of his base. Like, he's vulnerable back here with the gold, even though this is a beautiful safe gold. Again, Dragonstar not walling, Mr. Yo not walling, but locking down his base pretty well. And if what we've seen before repeats itself, then we should see we should definitely see Mr. Yo just pull ahead in Castle Age. Is so good at just getting his eco going and not sustaining any damage. All these crossbow will go down though, so good job with Dragonstar not giving up on those and not just letting them go. So great play, really great play there by Dragonstar to do that. Is now going out to, okay, I was going out to stone. He's just building the house. Okay. Player's taking a breath, me taking a slight breath as well, but can't really take too much of a breath because Dragonstar is running in with knights. He has 9 knights out on the field. Doesn't yet have the second armor upgrade, but his opponent doesn't have Bodkin, so it doesn't really matter. Snipes Seville, so great play. Eco KD out to 4 now for Dragonstar. That's absolutely nuts, but is he ahead on villagers? No, he is not. What is that about? Okay, he's ahead by 1 on villagers and has a tiny bit more idle TC time, but 1 villager more, so I don't know. If you guys can figure that one out, let me know. But yeah, committing into his knights and getting the second armor upgrade. So good play by him. Both players with 2 TCs. Mr. Yo now going for a third one to defend his gold out here. Knows that this will be vulnerable to knights. Maybe wants to think about going for a monastery to get some monks to help out here. But yeah, doesn't have enough crossbow to take decent fights against the knights, and you just feel that if Dragonstar can get some siege forward, maybe play into the strengths of his civ a little bit more, he's going to be okay, as he's going for his own monks just to heal up his knights and maybe nab some of the relics. But great play here by Mr. Yo. This is the difference between the pros and the non-pros, I guess, as we see knights running in here, is that they use their scouts all game. This scout is out here. I don't know if he's spotted this relic. Yeah, he has. So maybe he's just waiting for a monk to show up. He's going to keep an eye on that. That's not a mistake. That's like a very intentional decision, I'm sure, for Mr. Yo. As knights going down here, Mr. Yo did get ballistic, so should be doing okay against the knights now. He doesn't have Bodkin Arrow. That's a mistake. He's forgotten about Bodkin Arrow. Definitely has had the resources to get it. Should just stop making crossbow for a second and get Bodkin. That's a blunder from him. That's definitely a mistake. As we see knights running in around here, going to get good trades in low numbers against these crossbow. Wow, could run into the wood line here. Honestly, these knights are going to tank so much from the TCs. I know these guys are weak, but in general, they're going to be fine. As we see a third TC coming out for Dragonstar on this gold, on this wood. So he's going to be looking pretty okay here. So this is nuts. Dragonstar definitely in the lead. 7-0 eco KD over Mr. Yo. But you just feel that the longer this goes, Mr. Yo just gets a big enough ball of crossbow with the Britons that no matter how many knights his opponent has, he's just going to be able to take better trades. Is now getting a monastery up to try and compete for the relics and try to convert some of those knights. Might see him go into pikeman at some stage, but he still doesn't have Bodkin Arrow, which is crazy. As we see him taking good fights here against the knights. Knights forced to go back. Dragonstar not committing into any fights. Mr. Yo staying in good positions on the hills. Wow, okay. Nobody is on stone, so we're not expecting any castles anytime soon. Dragonstar going to try and expand his food eco. He just has 22, so definitely needs to get that up a bit. Is committing lots into farms now, which I think is the correct decision. Is bringing his knights back to this monastery to try and heal them up, which is a fantastic play. Again, you see the pros doing that all the time. You see it less at the lower levels. Mr. Yo will see this coming and immediately garrison here. Mr. Yo is so good at reacting. All these villagers... Can he wall here? No. Okay, he's just going to hop inside. Yeah, he's vulnerable now. He can run in, Mr. Yo. No, he can't. Okay, can run in over here.
Yay.
Let's see if Dragonstar can get any damage here with these knights. Yeah, again, crossbows have to run around. This knight will go down to the TC. And Mr. Yo walling really well. So... defending against knights when he hasn't walled his base properly, like a proper wall like outside his base, is just incredible. But Dragonstar not losing that many knights, but he's doing the right thing with using his mobility, right, to keep Mr. Yo at home. If Mr. Yo moves out with his crossbow, they're going to be vulnerable to knights in the middle of the map. If he moves out, his base is going to be vulnerable to knights. So Mr. Yo going out for a 4th TC, is using TCs just to defend his eco, as well as obviously getting his eco going. But yeah, only has 15 on food, so he's going to have to expand that if he wants to have full production, which makes me think that he doesn't want really to get full production. You need 6 farms per TC to have consistent production of villagers. He won't have that. As we see now, the archers coming out, but Mangonel's out on the field for Dragonstar. So let's see what Mr. Yo has to do against this. He needs to notice this. These are close. That's a big shot. That's a very big shot, and he did the delete as well. So we got, I think he just pounces on this with the knights, honestly. Okay, he's running in with a few knights maybe, but jump on these. He can wipe this whole thing up. Is Dragonstar going to take the win? What the hell? Okay, don't let him go into this little crack. Oh no, tell him to come in here and then nail it with the mangonel. Okay, so great play here. This is absolutely insane. Yeah, huge shot, and he got the delete as well. Right into the middle of the pack as well. Don't let him get into this little nook. Actually, if he goes in here, it's perfect. If he goes in here, it's perfect. Get the mangonel. It's just amazing. There's someone... Oh, thank you very much, the kite supremacist. Big shot here. Oh my god. Welcome everyone who's with this raid to the chat. We're seeing a crazy match here. Dragonstar is going to beat Yo. That's what it looks like, unless Mr. Yo can really stabilize. He just lost all his crossbows to 2 massive shots from mangonels, and now Dragonstar has all these knights. It's crazy. He's running in. He has forging. He's going to be able to snipe fills in 4 shots. So yeah, Mr. Yo just flailing here. He's going to have to get more archers out on the field. But like, why go for archers? I think he needs pikes or some sort of answer. I don't know. I don't think he has an answer. I think he's really screwed now. Yeah, go Dragonstar. Exactly. We're up for Dragonstar here. He walled in Mr. Yo's scout early on. It's just nuts. And then shot it with archers. It's just amazing play. Yo falling apart here. This is ridiculous. Look at all the islands. GG. We did it, guys. Well done, Dragonstar. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. That's a great match by him. Wow. GG's in the chat. Yeah, we did it, lads. GG Dragonstar. He did all the work. But, oh man, that was hype. That was ridiculous. He beat Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo played Britons on Arabia and he beat him. And was winning the whole game. If you, like, whatever, didn't know who was playing who, you would have said Dragonstar was Mr. Yo. Crazy play by him.